Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sabbath and welcome to Gashi Skyman TV. President William Samoei Ruto has been on a full campaign mode. If you look at President William Samoei Ruto, one would think that elections will be held next week. He has been at the coast since Tuesday, campaigning. He has been calling delegations to State House, day in, day out. From MCAs to professionals to boda and small-scale business people, State House has been a beehive of activity, and William Samoei Ruto has not spared any moment to sell his two-term idea. If you look at this idea now that is borrowed from one term, William Samoei Ruto and Kithure Kindiki are actually marketing it, and they're not sleeping. And they want to counter one term. Contrary to this, the opposition is mute. The opposition has been meeting in boardrooms. They have been having boardroom meetings instead of actually going to the streets, instead of meeting the people. And the only person we saw, I think, last weekend was Rigathi Gachagua when he stormed his home turf, Murang'a, Karatina, and Githurai. But since that time, we have not seen the opposition hitting the road. And even the other opposition leaders did not join Rigathi Gachagua. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at this situation, it raises so many questions because when you look at William Samoei Ruto has assembled the ODM team that is going to lead his campaign. And this team includes Junet Mohammed, Wycliffe Oparanya, Joho, and many others, Akina Gladys Waga, who are actually leading the re-election of William Samoei Ruto. In this video, I want us to look at the reason why the opposition is mute. I want us to look at the reason why the opposition has let William Samoei Ruto to have a field day. Because even as William Samoei Ruto actually questioned his sanity, the sanity of the opposition. In fact, the way he's referring to them is like they are not normal. But they are not responding. The only time we saw Rigathi Gachagua responding is when William Samoei Ruto talked about his education level. And as expected, Rigathi Gachagua did not disappoint. But this time round, why is the opposition mute? And why is it that they have allowed William Samoei Ruto to have a field day? This is what I want us to discuss. Number one, if you ask me, it is about resources. William Samoei Ruto is controlling the instrument of state. He has all the resources of the state at his disposal. He has all the government machinery. He has all the security that he wants. He has all the vehicles. He has all the money. And he has all the time. And when you look at it, you see a situation where no one in the opposition can match the resources of William Samoei Ruto. When you add now to his personal resources, because the president is filthy rich, you agree with me that opposition is likely to have a problem when it comes to actually resources. And again, when you look at William Samoei Ruto is a very generous person. He is known to dish out money. He is known to give people money, even at State House. And when people attend his meetings, they expect money. But now when you look at the opposition, somebody like Cyril Kalonzo Musyoka, I don't think he can give anything. Gachagua the same. And Matiang'i the same. So these guys, and I think that should be the case. People should not expect money. You don't expect money from the opposition because they don't have the money. They don't have the resources. So the fact that William Samoei Ruto has all the resources and the opposition does not have the resources can only make the opposition mute. And that is why William Samoei Ruto is having a field day. Number two, in my view, is about timing. We have 2 years to go to the general election. So William Samoei Ruto started campaigning. Immediately he was sworn in. The following day, he started campaigning, and he has been on the campaign mode all through. Now, the opposition could be timing, because you see, if they spend a lot of time on the campaign trail, the little resources, the meager resources that they have, is likely to be exhausted. The timing is also important because as we start now, there are people who want to defect from William Samoei Ruto, but they cannot defect because you see, when you look at the ground is telling these people you need to be on this side, but because of timing, they can't lose their seats if they join the opposition. So the opposition is waiting for the opportune time, maybe up to 2026 December. That is when we are likely to see the opposition hitting the road. And that time, I think they are going to throw every coin that they have on the road, on the campaign trail. So the timing in politics is key. But we know somebody who does not need to time because already he has the people, he has the money, and he has to keep on convincing people to remain with him. Number 3 is about Raila Amolo Odinga. It is, I think, believed in the opposition that in the fullness of time, Raila Amolo Odinga is going to make a drastic move. Raila Amolo Odinga is likely to abandon William Samoei Ruto. Raila Amolo Odinga is likely to declare his stand. Raila Amolo Odinga can even decide to support Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka or Matiang'i. Raila Amolo Odinga and his ODM party, because when you look at ODM is hopelessly divided. And because ODM is hopelessly divided, and William Samoei Ruto is standing and is feeling that he can win the election, courtesy of Raila Amolo Odinga, the opposition, on the other hand, strongly believe that if Raila Amolo Odinga can leave William Samoei Ruto, that would be a golden opportunity. And some are arguing that they don't need to antagonize Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila's people are for 2 terms, but there's a huge majority of Raila's team in ODM that strongly believe that Raila Amolo Odinga should contest, or ODM should have a presidential candidate. And without this move, the opposition cannot be able to do much. So what we can say here, the opposition need to hit the road. The opposition need to be felt. The opposition need to counter William Samoei Ruto. The opposition need to be felt on the ground, because this one term that was sweeping across the country, if they are not careful, it is going to fizzle out. And once it fizzles out, that will be the end of the opposition. And there is also the idea, I think they have not agreed, because the much they keep quiet, the more they go mute, the more Kenyans start believing that these people cannot agree. I understand that they are planning to meet in the boardroom on the first week of October, where they are going to come the name of the coalition, where they are going to agree on a number of issues. And Kenyans can only wait. Lakini najua goja huumiza matumbo. This is Gashi Skyman. Till next time, bye-bye.